Here we have a Darwin, a system pipe in the Darwin shape. I love this pipe from the looks, but if you look at this from this angle, the stem is misshaped. I ordered this from Peterson's, for the Peterson shop in Dublin, and the stem is straight this way, but it's sort of twisted. So if you straighten it up to where the two things are lined up where the P-lip is level, and then look at it head on, it sort of curves off to the side, which is incredibly frustrating, especially for me because I'm really particular, which is a blessing and a curse. Beyond that, though, it's a really cool pipe. I love the big bowl. And there's just something very, I don't know, maybe it's because it's called the shape is the Darwin, which in their shape numbers catalog it's B42. But maybe it's because it's called a Darwin, but this pipe always feels very professorial to me, like I should be, I don't know, preparing notes on a lecture when I smoke it, which I never do because I don't teach, which is unfortunate. This is the 2013 pipe from Peterson, I think. They're 2013 or 2014. Yeah, this is the 2014 pipe of the year, because the 2015 was that really large chimney. I didn't care for it, and the 2016 was the chimney I didn't care for. The 2015 was the Founder's pipe, of which I have two, which that'll be coming up a little bit later. Yeah, this is a tall billiard with a saddle stem. It reminds me a lot of that Savinelli from earlier. Except it's like twice the chamber, or at least 50% more chamber than the other. This is a great pipe. Smokes really well. I also got this in Portland at Rich's at the same time that I got that Savinelli Silica Brune. So this is a favorite because it reminds me of a really cool trip I took, and because it smokes really well, and it's for its size, it's surprisingly light. This pipe is an absolute treasure for me, and the reason of that is the case is because I actually got this pipe at the Chicago Pipe Show this year. My buddies Tom and Ed from Seattle, who I talk about often, and I met up. I'd moved back here at the time, but went back to Chicago, flew to Chicago for the pipe show, and me and Tom and Northwest Pipe Smoker all got together and spent the weekend at the show, and it was just a really fantastic trip and a really wonderful time, and a must-do. If you're a pipe smoker and you like pipes and other pipe smokers at all and like to socialize, go to that pipe show, if for no other reason than because you can get some really cool pipes. And there's an added benefit that everybody there will be a pipe smoker, so you won't feel, if you ever feel like you're like alone pipe smoker in the world, you won't be there, I can assure you. Plus, the added benefit is there's a smoking tent there, and you can sit and talk and have beer and have water and drink, and it's wonderful. It's a fantastic way to spend an evening. This also fits into the dual-purpose, smooth, rusticated pipe. I'm a little disappointed, though, because I actually nicked up the stem a couple weeks ago. There's a pretty sizable groove in it, so I'm going to need to get that sanded out at some point. But beyond that, this is a great pipe. It has a really strange band. When I bought it, I thought that was tarnish, oxidization on the silver, but it's not. I've polished and polished and polished, and it never changes. So I don't know why it looks that way, but I'm just going to accept that it's part of the look of the pipe and just move on. This pipe I purchased from, I keep bringing him up, friend Tom. Friend Tom from Seattle, he and Ed are responsible for like 5 or 6 of my pipes. This one, the one prior, the one coming up. Yeah, I all got in it because I was with them when I got the pipes, or they were gifted to me, or I bought those pipes from them. This is a house pipe in the terracotta stain. He just happened to have on hand. We were at the house smoking and talking for like some untold hours, and he was smoking a house pipe, and I said, I always wanted one of those, but I can never find one in the terracotta stain. And he happened to have one that he'd never smoked because, as he said, it's too pretty to smoke. And he asked me if I wanted to light it up. And, you know, sure. So I smoked the pipe, and at the end of the evening, he asked me if it was something that I would smoke, that I would like own. And I said, oh, absolutely. I can't wait to get one. And he offered to sell it to me. He gave me a really great price on it. Treated me, that's the great thing about, not to get off topic a little bit, but the great thing about pipe smokers, and specifically about Tom, is that he is incredibly generous, and he treats you like a friend. And like, he sold this to me, but he just gave me the pipe and said, pay me when you can. And, which was, I paid him as soon as I could, but, it was just a really wonderful way to acquire a pipe. And every time I smoked it, which wasn't a lot until I paid for it, because I didn't want to like damage it and then not even have paid for it yet. But every time I smoked it, it was just like, it was just a really great experience. I got this pipe for free, basically, or like rent to own. And, it's just a really wonderful buying experience. It's a shame that all people that sell pipes won't just give you the pipe and then let you pay whenever you can. Wouldn't the world be simpler? But no, this is a tremendous pipe. Huge bowl. I mean, huge. I can't even my fingers are too wide to get all the way to the bottom. But if I stick my pinky in there, it goes all the way up like past my second knuckle. It's huge. It smokes forever. And it's got this really cool, this is going to sound dumb, but there's a nick that was missing in the bowl when he got it. I don't know if he's noticed it or not. I noticed it the second that I touched it because I'm really anal retentive. Really particular. I like to call it particular. But it's got this really cool character mark. And I don't know, normally that would bother me, but I really love that little nick that came from the factory. The person that carved this pipe made that nick, and that's really exciting to me. This pipe, when I moved from Seattle, it was sort of sudden, and me and the guys got together, and Tom gave me one of his Ardors. Now, Ardors are massive pipes, and I'd never owned one. I call this the dragon egg, because it's an egg shape, but it's so big and craggy. It's an Ardor. What does it say? Urano Giant, made in Italy, 2008. It's beautiful. It smokes for eternity. It's really, really heavy. I feel like you could crack somebody over the head with this and knock them unconscious. It's like a club. But it is such a nice pipe, such a beautiful pipe. I smoke it often. Whenever I want to smoke for more than an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes, this is the pipe that I smoke. And sometimes I will I will fill this thing all the way full, smoke for 30 minutes, and then come back the next day and smoke for 30 minutes. Like, this pipe is just a really versatile and really, for me, utilitarian. It's just a really cool pipe. And look at that rustication. I mean, geez, isn't that amazing? If all rusticated pipes had this kind of rustication, I would probably own more of them. Okay. This is one of the 2 Churchwardens that I own. There's really nothing to say about it. It's a knockaround basket pipe. It's just got, like, you know, that typical knockaround rustication. It was a gift. Nothing special to say about it, except to say that it leaks. This isn't flush, so if any moisture comes through the stem, it leaks out all over the bottom of the bowl. So I don't smoke this that often. No surprise. Here is a Churchwarden. A guy by the name of Stephen Dages, who, as far as I can tell, no longer makes pipes, and that does not surprise me, made these. I ordered one. It came, the stem was split, and the bowl finish was rubbing off. It was just coming off in my hands. I emailed him. It was an expensive pipe, too, for what I got. I emailed him, asked him what I should do. He offered to replace it. He did. Gave me another pipe. Didn't ask for the first one to come back. It's a metal tenon fit. It smokes okay. There's nothing special about it. It's obviously it's modeled off of like those like Gandalf's pipe from Lord of the Rings, of which I'm a big fan of the books. But it's just not. it's an okay pipe. For what I paid for it, you'd be surprised at how much I paid for it compared to how it looks. Okay, now we have the pipes that I keep in boxes just because I don't have enough space. This is the coolest pipe. I've shown you guys this pipe before, so I won't talk about it too much. It's a rat race pipe. It's the only rat race pipe I own, and it's a really cool shape, really great finish. There it is. Look at that beauty. It's got that beveled edge. It's got it's a Triskelion or something? No, Scottish Thistle. Yeah, that's the name of the shape. So, or the name of the series. Scottish Thistle. Shape number is 15. It's a really great pipe. I really, really like it. Enjoy. The presentation is unmatched. I've never bought another factory pipe that came in this kind of like jeweler's case with the fold over and the Velcro. Like, it's an incredibly luxurious, and they want you to think it's expensive, but it's about the same price as any other Peterson or any other factory pipe of any quality. Here we have another set of pipes that I bought in Seattle. These are the Mark Twain series of pipes. There's the bent and the tankard. I do not smoke these that often. I just don't. I don't know, because of how pretty the stain is, and because of how I've smoked them. I've smoked this one a little bit. This one I never smoke. It's just I almost can't bring myself to, and I kind of forget that I have them because I keep them in the box. And right now space is a concern, so these are kind of tucked away. But yeah, cool set of pipes to be sure. This is one of my 2 Peterson Founders pipes. One of which I got from friend Tom, and one of which I got I bought myself. I think this is the one that I got from friend Tom. Yeah, because the one that I purchased had a weird like burn mark on the band that I didn't notice until it was far too late. Wonderful pipe, Umpal shape, great big bowl. Love this pipe. This was a gift from my friend Tom, who just also couldn't bring himself to smoke it. It was too nice, so he passed it on to me. And this is the same one. And if I can show you here, oh, maybe I can't. There's some tarnish on this one. I feel like this is the one that I've had the longest. Yeah, this is definitely the one that I bought because there's some warping on the band on the back. You can't really tell because it's tarnished over, but if I were to polish it, you'd be able to see it. But yeah, still smokes great. Love the pipe. And it's the only pipe that I have 2 of the same kind. Same finish, same style, same shape. So those are all my pipes, and it's cool to get them all out and have a look and show them off. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one.